just a couple miles east of the LAX airport, just off the 405 or the 105 at the beautiful SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Cleveland Browns and the Los Angeles Chargers. Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. First carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he's got room. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. On the ground, Kamara. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 43-yard line.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket. They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Second and 10. Back to the ground. It's Kamara. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. So 3rd down. They need to get to the 28 for a first. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Devin Bush drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt, certainly not what he wanted. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. He rifles one that's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks him. And the Browns are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
Well, CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. Oh, what a move. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 50 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Working with 2nd and 5 now. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers. 20, 10.
Don't worry about it, baby.
And he takes it back to the house. That's a fumble recovery and a Charger touchdown. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week, he's smiling. Now the try here for the point after. And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Here's Smith to return it. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. It's their 3rd drive now, and so far we've seen a punt. In that 2nd drive, CD, they turned the ball over, so not the start that they were envisioning.
Yeah, they've been ineffective so far, but look, they've worked on a game plan all week long.
And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. A big connection on that one. 39 yards. That catch puts him 80 away from 1,000. He's now at 920, and 920, that ties him with Torrey Holt.
That's a great name to remember, but the number, 920, almost boggles the mind, doesn't it? You're talking about 80 catches away from 1,000. What a phenomenal achievement. If he gets there, I have no reason to believe he won't. I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains, and really it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on getting him involved early.
Don't be surprised if they'll come right back to him again. They haven't shown the propensity to be able to stop him.
Now loose football. The ball comes out and picked up by the Chargers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. This defense, Charles, very opportunistic here early. A second fumble recovery in this first quarter of play.
Yeah, you mentioned the right word, opportunistic and aggressive, because once they got the first fumble recovery, they were eager to get a second one, and sometimes they just come in bunches. On the flip side, they've got to figure out how.
And the Browns' pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. It's a gain of 4, but they're still looking up here at a tough 3rd and 11. Now back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That one brought back a few nightmares, because when a quarterback gets outside of the pocket, your job as a defensive back, make sure you stay as deep as the deepest receiver and not let anyone leak behind you for a big play. A nice job there, having discipline and not letting them connect on that pass.
It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second and 11 now. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Devin Bush picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Back to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. A pretty pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards.
And that will come the offense as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And they've got themselves a 7-0 lead here, but that, you recall, was a defensive touchdown, so still nothing as of yet for this offense.
Well, they're happy to have the lead. We got to cut them a little bit of slack. It's still early enough, just a couple of drives so far, but if this one goes nowhere, those adjustments that we talk about, they shouldn't wait for halftime. They should go ahead and start working on them right now. Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Flush to his right. Got a man, it's De'Ami Brown, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Now a play fake here on first down. Going deep downfield for Ross. And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. John Ross, his second touchdown on the season. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Browns drive about to get started. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0 the score as they regroup with 1st and 10. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 70 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. A 10th carry for Kamara. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. He'll drop to throw. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. A give. This is Kamara. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. Back to throw here. Escaping the pressure right. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. They'll drop to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going. Open man is Ross, complete. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. First down, and they go back to Harris. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They're going to look to throw. Buying time to his left. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They'll set up to throw. That's swung out wide to Harris. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They'll look to throw now on first down. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Darius Slayton, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Browns drive about to get started. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. Going deep for Hopkins. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48, and they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. They go play action here on first down. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Flushed out right, and he'll just get rid of it.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. First throw now for the backup Wentz. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
On is the Chargers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Browns drive about to get started. And they really won't have much time to work with. Just 19 seconds showing on the clock. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Eluding the pressure right. Going deep for Hopkins. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. DeAndre Hopkins in the final seconds of the first half. And the Browns are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half. Point after here coming up. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And with only 9 seconds remaining, and not much time, we'll see how they play this. On play action, they'll throw. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Harris runs through the contact. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
On second down, this is Harris. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45. And for the Browns, a nickel set here on third down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and
2. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. Harris. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. The defensive coordinators love that. You got a cornerback willing to stick his nose in there, come up on run support, and stop that pop pass dead in its tracks.
And, partner, one good thing about trying to defend that play, you should see it coming the whole way. You see the receiver coming in motion in your direction. Nice job eluding the blocker, making the play behind the line of scrimmage, but an even better job studying the play before you have to try and defend it in a game.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw. Flush to it, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Cameron Jordan in there for sack number 127 in his great career, moving it past Kansas City Hall of Famer Derek Thomas on the all-time list. And this one is right through. And they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
The Browns drive about to get started. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, See if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Kamara's got the first down and then some. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 136 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag. In the pocket, chucked it away. Flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field. Have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete and out of bounds right around the 20. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And they're going to drop him well shy of the 1st as he can only make it to the 11. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on 1st and 2nd down, needing long yardage to try and pick up a 1st down, and they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on 4th down, but guess what? It all started with what happened on 1st and 2nd down. Really put them behind the 8 ball.
Looking to throw. Escaping the pressure. Touchdown, Browns. DeAndre Hopkins. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Browns' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Ross. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They'll set up a throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over it, and they got there to break that one up.
On 2nd down now, it's Harris. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now, down at the 31. That ball caught by Slayton. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it winds us down to the end of the 3rd quarter. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends. Again, it's Harris. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll try and run with Harris. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Damian Harris His third touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Here's Smith to return it. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Browns drive about to get started. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Being chased out left. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception. They are certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, LA. Darius Slayton with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Chargers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Now the Charger offense will stay on the field as they'll line up to go for the 2-point try. They're going to run it with Harris. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Browns drive about to get started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Going deep for Hopkins. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Now a leaping catch. He's got it. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big play that time through the air. 33 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And he's not even able to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now there's also a flag down, and it's in the area of holding. after the holding call. Here's 2nd and 20. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. The Browns on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. Touchdown! It's complete. Tyler Lockett, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Browns get a score closer. Now the Browns offense will stay on the field as they'll go for 2 here. They'll turn to Kamara. And he's going to get into the end zone for 2. And they're back within 2 scores. Down 15 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now an open man. That's the tight end, Gesicki. It's complete. Not much there, only a yard.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 9. Caught left side, Hopkins. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. Flushed out right. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 16. He's at the 40. Past the 20. 10, 5, and he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead opens up now to 22 points. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Devin Bush getting him once again his third sack of the afternoon. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off near the 44. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Going for it all. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Going right side, he finds Slayton. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And this is picked up by the Browns. The 20. 10. 5. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for a Browns TD. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And that'll extend this lead now up to 25. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And he returns this to the 22. The Browns drive about to get started. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game. In this sequence here, maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. He's going to let it fly. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll be taken down deep into Charger territory. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop him with 13 seconds left to play. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins there to make the grab. And the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere, seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Match it all the way in and tuck it away.
Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking.